everyone, so excuse my wet hair because I literally just came out of the shower, and I'm doing a side-by-side foundation review on these two luxury foundations from GIORGIO ARMANI, comparing the Luminous Silk against the Power Fabric Long Wear High Cover Foundation. If you guys want to see a side-by-side comparison of that, do subscribe to my channel because it will be up shortly before or after this video. But today I wanted to do another side-by-side comparison of these two kind of multi-stick launches that came out in the States. The first competitor that I have would be from Nudesticks. It's their Nudies All Over Face color, which is a multi-stick essentially, and I got 3 shades in Bondi Babe, Bareback, as well as Naughty and Spice. These two are really like gorgeous mauvey shades, and also this is just like a very nice ashy kind of a contour shade. So the second competitor would be the Bite Multisticks, and I have the shade Blondie, Praline, Gelato and Brioche, and basically I've wanted these for such a long time. I know they have launched for quite a while, but basically I wanted to get them together with the Nudestix Nudiestix, and yeah, I thought that these two launches were really close to each other and they are super comparable. I mean, like, they're multi-sticks, they're going to be comparable, and basically I'll be doing a side-by-side comparison between these two ranges, and if you guys want to see which one would be better suited to your skin or which actually has better pigmentation, then just keep on watching. Okay, so for starters I'm going to be using the contour shades that I have in comparison. I'm going to show you the Bite Beauty stick first. Yeah, it's basically like a cream stick and it doesn't come with a brush or anything, but the size is pretty small. I'm not sure if you can see it, but in comparison to my hand it's about the length of my palm. And yeah, as for the Nudie stick, this is the difference in terms of its shape. A very dense kind of kabuki like brush, so that's how it looks like. I'm just going to use the brush. It's a really stiff fibered brush, so it's not anything that will give you a very light patting motion. Like once it's blown out a little bit, I think I might go in with a dual fiber brush. It's really pigmented and it's something that sits on the skin very nicely, and it's just really quite a buttery texture, but once you blend it out there's no shine or no trace of kind of a tackiness. I think, to be honest, the brush really isn't that good because it kind of doesn't give you the flexibility when you want to blend a cream product. It's too stiff. Now that this kind of formulation from the Bite Beauty line is a lot more stiff. It's not that creamy, it's not super emollient in the hand, but it really blends out very nicely, and you don't need a lot of pigment. I think that the Bite sticks work better if you warm up the product at the back of your hand rather than going straight on the face, because that will provide it a little bit more of a slip. But I find that it kind of explains why the size is so small, because you don't need so much product, you need a very tiny bit. So yeah, it blends out really nicely. I think in comparison to the Nudestix one, the Bite Beauty one blends out really well, and I think it's just kind of that product where you will just add a little bit more as and where you need it, and yeah, it can build from a really subtle tint to a very stark contour. But this is going to be something that's perfect for every day. And yeah, so this is how the Nudestick one looks like. It looks a little bit patchy on this side, but I think that just might be due to the actual brush on the thing. If I actually started with a dual fiber brush, it might not have turned out so badly. This side looks really smooth and really airbrushed, which I love. And yeah, it gave me a very nice definition to the cheekbone area. Okay, the next similar shade that I'm going to try would be from Nudesticks. This one's called Bareback. You can see here it's kind of like my perfect rose movie shade, so that's why I picked it up, because it will look great on the lips and on the cheek as well. For Bite Beauty, I got Gelato, which is a super rose shade. I know it kind of looks really similar, but it has a very nice kick of like a muted down tone to it. It's a little bit more cool tone, so that's why I like it, but both of them are definitely really similar. I'm going to take the pigment off the back of my hand so that this time we can see how it applies. not directly onto the face. So I think with this application method, it looks really beautiful. It's super subtle, and also I'm just trying to build up a little bit of the pigment to show you how buildable it actually is. So I'm just going on the apples of my cheeks, and you can see like the color is starting to come through and look a lot more prominent, but you can get it to be really sheer at the first application rather than, you know, start off really strong. So yeah, it's a very nice muted down rose shade, as I mentioned. On this side, it looks really, I don't know what it is, I can't really pinpoint it, but I feel like the Bite Beauty stick, because it's not so emollient, it actually just adheres to the top layer of the skin like how a powder would. It wouldn't like just mesh into your foundation because it's so liquidy. I feel like this formulation is just solely pigment, and it just sits on the skin very nicely in a very natural way. But the Bite Beauty one has a little bit more oil to it, so I feel like it just tugs along the skin. And as you can see, there are certain spots on my face in terms of acne, and those are being like accentuated on the skin. And yeah, I don't hate it, but I do believe that I might need a little bit of concealer work, because at the moment I don't feel the need to apply concealer, so I just have foundation on. And the Bite Beauty one just looks so beautiful. Like, I can't even describe how it looks like, but I just feel like it's really cohesive. It sits on top of the foundation really well. And this side just looks a little bit more patchy, like it needs a little bit more work. So yeah, that's one thing to note. Okay, so I'm going to use these multi-sticks on the eyes as well. I don't have a very close comparison in terms of shade, but I'm going to show you what I have. I have this shade called Naughty and Spice. It's quite a rich kind of a red. That's how it looks like. This looks like a brick red, so it'll be really interesting to put. As you can see, they look really different. The Bite Beauty sticks are really a lot more pigmented. The Nudestic is kind of like a little bit more sheer. The color isn't exact, and I have two different colors on the lid at the moment, but I just want to show you that the Bite Beauty one is really a lot more pigmented than the Nudesticks, but they both perform really similarly. I'm just going to try to even out the color of my lids by using both products. I love how multi-sticks can be used anywhere on the face, because as long as you like the color on your lids, or you know, you are not offended by what goes on the parts of your face and you are okay with it, you can just basically use it anywhere, and it's so quick for people who are lazy like me. Okay, so for the lips, I think I'm just going to use one of the sticks, or maybe I should use both. I think I'll go in with Naughty and Spice. I just want to try a two-lip kind of a combo because I want to see the texture of the product on my lips. On the lower lip, I'm going to use the Nudie stick from Nudestix, and it's in Naughty and Spice. On the top lip, I'm going to use Brioche, which is the shade I used on the eyes. These don't feel as hydrating on the lips, but they do feel a little bit mattifying. So do apply a lip balm if you want it to be hydrating, but if you want a matte finish lipstick, then the Bite Beauty sticks have a little bit of a matte finish. So both colours kind of complement each other, so I don't think there is any need to reapply. But yeah, the top lip with regards to the Bite Beauty multi-stick definitely feels a lot more drying, but if you like a matte finish, that will definitely be something you can consider doing. Yeah, not much else to add on this topic, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If I had to pick one and like just put a sweeping statement out there and say you have to get one of these multi-sticks, I'll definitely go with the Bite Beauty ones because they are really unique in formulation, even though they do come with really little product. But I do find that the stiff texture allows you to use a lot less product, and also it sits on the skin like a additional layer rather than meshing together with the existing base that you have on, so it doesn't disturb any of the product that's existingly on the face. So I think the Nudestix is a good alternative, but it isn't as good as the Bite Beauty ones. I think price comparison wise you might be better off getting the Nudestix, but I feel like a lot of brands do multi-sticks, and the Nudestick, unfortunately, aside from its color range, which is really nice and like a mauve tone, you know, really nice bronzy shades, but formulation wise very similar to what's out in the market. I feel like the Bite Beauty sticks are just a lot more unique because they're so much more pigmented, and yeah, they sit like an eyeshadow, like a perfect cream eyeshadow formulation as well. So yeah, that's what I would do if I had to pick one or the other. So not much else to add on this topic. If you guys enjoyed this video, do give it a thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe, share it with your family and friends, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.